Some of the world's most useful and fun things were never meant to be invented. From a kitchen mistake to a military mishap, these 4 everyday items were discovered entirely by accident. You won't believe how Velcro, potato chips, the Slinky, and safety glass came to life, all thanks to a twist of fate. Velcro was invented by Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral in 1941. This happened when he was walking with his dog in the jungle, and he noticed that burrs from the burdock plant stuck to his cotton and the dog's hair. After observing the burrs through a microscope, he understood the mechanism of hooks and loops, which helped the burrs stick. Based on this observation, he created a synthetic version which used nylon. Around 1853, at a famous restaurant called Moon's Lake House in Saratoga Springs, New York, a chef named George Crumb, despite being a master of his art, one day ran into a problem. A guest repeatedly complained that the fried potatoes were too thick and lacking in consistency. Angry and jealous, Crumb thought, if I could cut them so thin that they became extremely crispy, perhaps it would make a difference. He cut the potatoes into paper-thin slices, deep-fried them finely, and sprinkled a little salt on them. The amazing thing is that despite this sarcastic action, when the customer started tasting these crispy slices, he got impressed. Soon, this new style became very popular, and the whole area under the name of Saratoga chips became crazy about these crispy potato slices. In this way, a fool started a new snack revolution, which has become the favorite snack all over the world today. In the 1940s, as World War II was beginning to unfold, naval engineer Richard James was working on an important project. His goal was to develop a mechanism to keep equipment on warships secure and compatible with the ship's motion. During this time, he was experimenting with coiled springs. One day, a spring accidentally slipped from his hands and made a strange walking motion, falling to the floor, going downstairs and inclined surfaces. This gave Richard an instant idea. How amazingly this spring can move. Returning home, he, along with his wife Betty, hatched a plan to convert this new discovery into a toy and named it Slinky, which describes its sleek and sinuous movement. In 1945, he started his own production by taking a small loan, and when this toy was first demonstrated at Gimbel's department store, 400 units of it were sold in a few minutes. Today, Slinky has made a special place in the hearts of children as well as adults. In about 1903, French chemist and inventor Edouard Benedictus was performing experiments in his laboratory, balancing science and art. One day, he was working on his experimental glass flask when it accidentally fell down. Normally, the glass would break and shatter into small pieces. But this time, the flask broke. But the pieces did the trick by sticking together instead of touching one another. Benedictus realized that the flask already contained cellulose nitrate, a kind of liquid plastic, which was holding the broken glass pieces together. This observation changed his thinking, and he developed a new concept of laminated safety glass. In this invention, there is a plastic interlayer between 2 or more glass layers, which keeps the pieces intact even if the glass breaks, which reduces the chances of breaking considerably. This safety glass was later used extensively in automobiles, buildings, and other industries, which saved many lives.